Hello everyone, welcome to this update video. I do hope that you're doing amazing this evening. We're going to be talking about what is taking place across the Atlantic basin. We have a few tropical waves, four actually, moving across the North Atlantic basin. In the Pacific, a previous disturbance has intensified into the fourth named storm of their hurricane season over there, DALILA. So DALILA is offshore Mexico and actually poses a threat to land, and thus prompted tropical storm watches and warnings to be issued. So we're going to be talking about that in today's update. Let's get into it. Okay, so here on the surface chart, we can see the axes of our four tropical waves moving across the basin tour in the Caribbean right now, definitely producing quite a bit of convection. And it's been influencing the rain. It has been influencing the rain, especially for Central America. As you can see, all of that rain and thunderstorm activity moving in. So definitely some flooding rains over there in a few spots. In sections of Jamaica earlier, especially in some of our western parishes, there was some heavy rain, although that's been clearing up. We can see some thunderstorms popping up in parts of Cuba as well. And then other places are experiencing some thunderstorms. Sections of Hispaniola earlier in Puerto Rico, that's been dissipating. And things have been on the quieter side for the Virgin Islands and much of the Lesser Antilles. Towards the ABC Islands, definitely some rain and thunderstorms nearby. Let me know what's been going on for you. Well-needed showers for sure, as it's been mostly dry within that general area. So as we're going to be heading throughout the rest of today and into tomorrow, throughout tomorrow as well, this is a look at the rainfall forecast from Euro. So up to the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, including the Virgin Islands and much of the Lesser Antilles, especially the Leeward Islands, much rain is not expected. Some showers will definitely be around, but nothing crazy. Towards Puerto Rico and a few spots in Hispaniola, Cuba, the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, there could be some additional periods of those thunderstorms and heavy rain events. And then towards Central America, it gets pretty active. Many places, Mexico, Belize, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, even the offshore islands of San Andres and Providencia, likely additional periods of heavy rain and thunderstorms. South America will be active. Colombia, Venezuela, the Guyanas, we are seeing all these colors indicating that quite a bit of rain is expected. And then the ABC Islands, with that tropical wave in the Eastern Caribbean, it's helping to influence the rain within the area. So there's definitely likely to be some additional downpours for those islands. Now, as we drift over to the Pacific, there we have DALILA and another area to watch. So we realize it's been very active over in this ocean basin. Nothing too surprising to see. And here is the look at the DALILA at satellite imagery. We can see that it's definitely been organizing and getting itself together. And some of these rain bands will be impacting Mexico along with those tropical storm force winds, hence that tropical storm watch and also a warning in effect. So this is a look at the cone forecast from the National Hurricane Center. And we can see that mustard shade, and that is representing the wind field of those tropical storm force winds. So we see that that's been making contact with land over parts of southern Mexico. So sections of the south coast are under a tropical storm watch and warning, which means that tropical storm conditions are expected within the warning area, possible within the watch area over the course of the next few days. And the system will generally be offshore. The center will remain offshore, but it's not just the center we're talking about. It is a pretty massive system, as we saw on satellite. DALILA is not expected to strengthen into a hurricane, so it's expected to be generally offshore, and eventually as we head into early next week, it is forecast to weaken and eventually become a post-tropical system and dissipate out in the Pacific. As of now, it has maximum sustained winds of 40 miles per hour and accelerates into the north-northwest at 14 miles per hour. So that's what we have going on right now in the Pacific as it pertains to rainfall. In sections of Mexico, especially for Guerrero, there could be rainfall amounts up to 6 inches. Other surrounding areas, anywhere going from 1 to 2 or even 2 to 4 inches of rain possible over the course of the coming few days. So through the weekend, that is what is anticipated, guys. And if you should encounter any floodwaters, whether it be that you're being impacted by Delilah, or even if there's a heavy rain event influenced by the tropical wave, please take the necessary precautions and do not take any unnecessary risks. If you see those floodwaters, turn around, don't drown. So that's what we have going on in terms of activity across the North Atlantic basin. For tropical cyclone activity, none of that is anticipated in the short term. So I'll be keeping you guys posted as necessary, and that's pretty much what I wanted to bring to your attention in this afternoon's update, or this evening's update rather. And I do hope you found it to be informative. But if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I'll get to you when I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.